Let's now shift focus, even as the deadlock continues over the negotiations between Iran and the United States. Donald Trump launched what's being called Project Freedom to allow merchant vessels to freely transit through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, this assumes significance as nearly 2,000 vessels carrying up to 20,000 seafarers have been stranded in the Persian Gulf owing to the West Asia war, which has also inhibited safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. Trump, remember, described the U.S. initiative as a humanitarian gesture to help countries who have been caught in the crossfire. At the same time, he also claimed that the U.S. is having very positive discussions with Iran, which could lead to something very positive. Reports suggesting that this initiative may not involve U.S. Navy ships escorting commercial ships. Instead, it may be limited to only providing them information on the best maritime lanes to be used. U.S. Navy ships will reportedly be in the vicinity in case they need to prevent Iranian military from attacking the ships moving through the strait. However, CENTCOM saying that this mission includes guided missile destroyers, over 100 land and sea aircraft, multi-domain unmanned platforms, and 15,000 service members. It also announced that 2 U.S.-flagged ships have successfully transited through this strategic waterway as part of this. In fact, IRGC, meanwhile, denying this claim. Tehran issuing a clear warning to the U.S. top Iranian military commander, meanwhile. Cautioned U.S. forces not to enter Hormuz, failing which the security of vessels in the area will be endangered. Iran has maintained that safe transit through this strategic waterway is possible only in coordination with its armed forces. Remember, listen in.
Ships, their owners, and shipping companies know well that to ensure their security and safety, they need to coordinate with relevant bodies in the Islamic Republic of Iran.
An Iran state media claiming that its 2 missiles hit a U.S. warship. After it ignored warnings, it added that this forced the warship to turn back and prevented its entry in Hormuz. Subsequently, oil prices rose over 3%, with Brent crude oil price crossing $111 per barrel. However, CENTCOM denied any of its ships being hit. Meanwhile, IRGC Navy published a map of the Strait of Hormuz to be followed by commercial vessels for safe passage. It warned that violating vessels will face serious risks and will be stopped with force. In yet another development, the UAE accusing Iran of firing drones at an oil tanker affiliated with its state oil company in Hormuz. According to its foreign ministry, targeting commercial shipping and using this trade as a tool of blackmail constitutes piracy by the IRGC. It also claimed to have intercepted 3 missiles from Iran and said that the 4th missile crashed in the sea. Additionally, the UAE reported a fire breaking out at its petroleum site in Fujairah owing to an alleged drone attack by Iran. And with Iran remaining defiant, it remains to be seen whether the freedom of transit in Hormuz will be a reality anytime soon.